Good morning, everyone. So I am back to finishing up my headlight retrofit. I actually took the headlights apart, and in here I have the Morimoto Mini H1 V8 as I had originally, and in here, I don't know if you can see with the light, I have the Morimoto XB LED high beams. I took the other projectors out and I'm selling them to get some money back for the insane amount I've spent already. And this side turned out perfect, no problems. You can adjust it. This side, I took apart again. It's probably the fourth or fifth time it's come apart. And the reason it's not adjustable is this little adjuster here. Let me set this down. This little adjuster here is what adjusts the headlights. So it clips into this black part behind the projectors, and then there's a screw at the back of the headlights, and this part moves through the plastic to adjust. So as you can see, the inside got worn away from the adjustments that were made before, and it won't stay in there. So you can't buy this part anywhere. And I have a 3D printer, so I 3D printed this in some high temperature filament and baked the headlight and started adjusting it. Well, the headlight was still hot. It was like 200 some degrees straight out of the oven, and when I was adjusting it, it stripped out the hole, so it's unadjustable again. And I don't have anything like this nylon here that the car manufacturers used. I just have PLA and ABS, but that won't withstand the temps. So I have ordered a new headlight from eBay for another 60 bucks that I'm gonna cannibalize the new headlight just for this part here so that I can adjust my retrofit, and then I'll see how the new part looks, if it has a better like a better cover here, the whatever it's called, polycarbonate, one of these covers, because mine's pretty scratched up. It just needs to be buffed out. But if the new one's in much better condition, I'll switch with that one. So yeah, when that's done, I have an appointment tomorrow at Honda so they can reprogram my module, and I'll show everyone that in the next few clips. So I just have to take the bumper off, take with the one headlight off, bake it open again, and then I'll show you the carnage of my clip getting destroyed, and then we'll wait for the new headlight to combine both of them. So stick around. So I have baked the headlights in the oven, and here's what I find. Let's see if it'll stay up by itself. So this clip here, the one I 3D printed, is has melted, and no wonder the headlights don't adjust. If I would have been driving, the thing would have been clanking over every bump. So I'll take it apart even further, and we'll do a even better review. So here's this clip here that I made. It wasn't bent right here where you can see it bent. It was flat like this one, so it must have gotten warped either in the headlight housing or in the oven, and we can see this hole has worn away. There used to be threads for this bolt, and you can see all the dust from the 3D print that started chipping. So the way it goes in is like this, and you should be able to turn, and it adjusts because it clips in here. But when it's loose like that, it doesn't work. Same thing happened with the original one, which prompted me to print out one of these. And you can buy just regular clips with a hole in it, and I'm sure it would work for this, but it doesn't have this little holder on top, so it wouldn't pivot in the way it should. It'd go cockeyed, and yeah. So I just anxiously await the new headlight, which all I'm gonna do is see how bad the housing is. I believe it has a crack somewhere over here or up here. I don't remember from the listing, that's why it was so cheap. But I'll just salvage this clip it back into here, hop it back, stick it in the oven. Well, I mean, I'll clean the projectors up a little because there's dust. I'll throw the new clip in there. Seal it back up with this thing, and we'll call it a day. So here we have the finally assembled headlight. It's getting held on for dear life, and we had some casualties along the way. Rest in peace sock that has the butyl on it in multiple places. Rest in peace carpet that also got some on. And half the tools are stained with the butyl, but that'll come off, the angle grinder or something. And I have a huge long streak of butyl glue, the headlight sealing glue, all along the front of the lens. That's gonna be extremely hard to get off. But I think if this thing comes apart one more time, it's never coming back together. And that one's too broke to make something out of here, so we'll let it cool down and do some preliminary tests on the car and hope all is well, because after this I just need a new car. There's no more messing with this, there's no more nothing. Car's going up for sale on the nearest auction yard, and I'll be cruising around, new Mercedes or something. So here's what the headlight looks like now. I wet sanded it, started with 1000, then 1500, 2000, 3000 grit with some soapy water, and it's smooth. There's no, like, you can see the scratch, but you can't feel it. And then I'm gonna grab some Meguiar's Plastic X and my little polishing pad, and I'm gonna polish this out, and I'll do a before and after. And here's what it looks like before. You can see that it's kind of matte and foggy, and this will remove that look. So here's one more pan. So I've done about 2 passes with the compound, and you can see much more clarity. You can see actually the projectors, and you can barely see the scratches at certain angles, and then you can see, like, right over here there is some fogging. Well, that's not on the outside, that's on the inside. I tried the same before I sealed it up, and apparently I didn't remove all the compounding material, and it's dried on there. A perfectionist would take it apart, but I don't care how it looks on the inside as long as I can see out. And blind people, that's perfectly fine. So I'm gonna leave it as is. Maybe I'll do one more pass just because I can see some really fine marks. And this is all hand sanding. If I took out my rotary buffer, it'd be, all the scratches would be out, but I just want to do it by hand. Well, boys and girls, the adventure continues. Because I went to go start the car to aim the headlights, and won't start. Battery's dead, probably from the draining of the with the 12 volts constantly on to some source. Battery's dead. My jump pack there on the chair here is charging. I don't have a battery charger, so we're gonna do the fun version. Since it's a stick, I'm going to push it out of my driveway, hop in, pop the clutch, and hope the car starts. I can't win. I absolutely can't win. Oh man, just when I thought the whole project was done. boys and girls. This is how you start a Honda Civic for the next tutorial when the battery completely dies. Some people like me just can't win, you know. Well, hello again. I just got my MICU, this thing, the interior fuse box programmed, and it cost me a total of $261.76. I also got the airbag system reprogrammed because I was having issues with it. I still have the same issue. That wasn't resolved, but that was 130 labor. And total came to $392.64. And when I was leaving, I looked on the garage and only saw one of the headlights on. So I think I might have an issue when I come home. Could be a fuse, because my radar and my mirror that I put in is not working at this time because the tech must have not plugged them into the fuse box, not knowing what they are. Because if you read the instructions, they're not supposed to do that, because if they don't know what it is. Same with my seat heater and my OEM floor lighting that I installed is not hooked up, so that's no problem. I can take the panels off in 5 minutes. I'll have that, not even a minute and a half, I can have that plugged in. I can do it as I drive now. But yeah, this project is very expensive. So tip, don't screw up when you work on your own car, or else you're going to be paying for it for a long time. Like, these headlights better outlast the car, because I can't afford, or I won't be able to afford to keep fixing it if something goes wrong, or if I don't even want to think about it, because that's an expensive retrofit. I'll have the total here somewhere.